It's the U.S. against Jamaica, coming your way from Giants Stadium, the next to last tune-up before the World Cup. The goal on the road, the game is on. For more than a couple of hours together. Berhalter having trouble with Simpson going through, and Keller alertly off his line as Kelly comes charging in, and Keller wants the quick counter. He just belts it 70 yards. That's beyond everybody. Lowe goes over Berhalter to win the ball. Mastroeni trying to strip it away. Fuller's in alone. Saved by Keller. Anything Brad Friedel can do, I can do better. Well, maybe at least as well. Square ball. Donovan has it, but a bad hop, and he couldn't control the first touch. That is the worst part of the field. Donovan, beautiful ball outside of the foot. Moore with Wolff on the far side, wide open. Moore quickly, Josh Wolff scores! Brilliant build-up, and Wolff buries it.
Quick work here. Donovan hustling. And Donovan pushing it out wide to Joe Max Moore. And the cross by Joe Max Moore actually made it easy for Josh Wolff.
Low, outside of the foot, good ball. Whitmore can't thread the needle. Berhalter comes over and makes sure. And the first half is over. A little bit scrambly. Keller made a huge save early, as good as you're going to see on a low ball that was headed to the corner. At the other end, Lawrence had no way to solve Josh Wolff in the 32nd minute, and the U.S. will take a 1-0 lead into the room. So 4 new faces for the U.S. as Bruce Arena takes a long look at a lot of different players who are on the Nike road to Korea. Casey Keller now wearing the captain's armband. Boy, he earned it in the first 15 minutes of this match tonight. Rob Stone in just a moment as to the extent of Vanny's injury. He looked like he took a pretty hard bang. And the U.S. wearing the blue is playing 10-on-11 against Jamaica right now. Ricardo Fuller is down. Here's a turnover. Donovan trying to hop onto it, gains the box. Donovan so fast, cuts it back for Wolff. Wolff back for Mathis. Scores! Clint Mathis! It took him a whole minute and a half.
There's that acceleration and good balance as Donovan was bumped a bit. A poor clearance here. Good pressure there by Josh Wolff. And, hey, Clint Mathis, he doesn't miss much, does he?
Forward, Joe Max Moore with Lewis going through. Keller still isn't able to stand up on his own. Long diagonal for Wolff. Looks around on the chest. Turns it inside of McDonald. Tries the shot. Lewis at the penalty spot. Turns shot. Saved by Lawrence, and he hangs on. Available. Watson gets, chips it through for Donovan. Can't climb the ladder that last run. Griffiths can't clear it out of bounds as Agus steps forward. Here's Lewis tearing around the corner. The cross, loose at the top of the box. Donovan, Wolff tries it, scores! Josh Wolff with Joe Max Moore in the goal.
And Joe Max Moore no longer in the play. So a good decision by the referee. Joe Max Moore made it very clear that he was not trying to interfere with play.
See, the intensity has come right out of this game. The U.S. has suffered a number of injuries, and almost as you were dictating it, Ty, the U.S. was getting more precise, fewer touches, moving the ball around more into space rather than into confrontational situations with the matter at hand settled and 3-0 lead. Haydock going forward and Donovan into the scene. Donovan in the box against McDonald. The shot scores! Landon Donovan has set up 3 tonight, and now he has one of his own.
Landon Donovan breaking well out of midfield to run onto a good little ball that was tucked in behind, and just a little shift to the hips takes himself to a worse angle, but it unbalances the defender and the goalkeeper. Watch this. Whoop, shift, and a quick release on the shot beats Lawrence. But good ball by Eddie Lewis to free Donovan on a well-timed run. Richard Mulrooney may be having a look.
Lewis looping it into the box. Beasley, 5-0.
Right now, Jamaica not really defending with numbers. A misplay there at the back, a poor clearance, and DaMarcus Beasley, who has been hustling in from the right most of this half, finally sees it pay off.
And this thing is over. 5-0. The United States beats Jamaica. A couple more injury questions, but an impressive offensive show. Landon Donovan involved in 3 of the goals, setting them up and scoring a 4th. And Bruce Arena, all in all, has to be pleased.